Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. My name is Sue Tarrant. I'm the managing editor of Eyecare Business Magazine. We are here live at Transitions Academy, day 2 of Transitions Academy in sunny Orlando, Florida. I'm very happy for the sun, actually. And I'm joined today by Catherine Rauscher from Transitions Optical and Zohra Fadli, who is you are the director of R&D for Johnson & Johnson Vision Care. And you are the VP of Global Innovations?
I wish.
Oh.
I'm the director of business innovation.
I knew it was an innovation.
Yeah.
I knew it was an innovation.
But I'll take the promotion.
Okay,
it's fine.
She's promoted.
Yeah.
You are welcome. So the reason that they are joining me here is because I wanted to ask them some questions that would be of interest to our viewers about one of the big topics here at Academy, and that is the new contact lens, the Acuvue OASYS with Transitions technology, which is launching in the spring. So thank you for joining us. And so first, let's talk about the partnership between Transitions Optical and Johnson & Johnson Vision. How and why did this come about?
Yeah, so the collaboration started by listening to the patient, the unmet need. As you know, light is sight, but light also can be very challenging, can be bothersome. Especially changing light and intense light. So the idea here was knowing that the light, the bothersome light is a dynamic problem. We had to unlock or develop a dynamic solution. And of course, the photochromic became the #1 choice for us. So that's really how the collaboration between Johnson & Johnson and Transition came in, is combining the benefit of the contact lens with the photochromic technology to address a visual or bothersome light and need.
And I can just chime in and say, as a Transitions Optical employee, one of the most frequent questions that I've had over the entire length of my career is, when will we have a contact lens with Transitions intelligent technology? And being able to partner with Johnson & Johnson Vision is just a dream come true.
So now we have it. It's been like 10 years in the making?
It's been
10 plus. We
More
say
than
10
10
plus.
years in the making.
Right.
Yeah.
So that explains why everyone is so very excited here at Academy.
Yeah.
There's been some challenges, obviously, with the technologies. Tell us a little bit about the challenges of adapting the Transitions technology into a contact lens.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah, the 10 plus years has been actually a challenge, significant challenge for the teams to develop to leverage the technology solution for the contact lenses. So we had basically 3 main challenges, if I had to summarize them. The #1 was, how do we take a very unique formulation, which is a significant A material, and a photochromic compound, mix the two in a very homogeneous way. So in collaboration with Transition, we were able to engineer and customize the photochromic molecules to be homogeneously distributed in the significant A material. They are tightly bound to the matrix, they don't leach out, and they are not a coating. It's really a bulk and surface edge-to-edge technology. Do you want to add something?
I would just say that in terms of the photochromic technology in general, spectacle lenses and contact lenses are so different in multiple different ways. One would be the position of wear, one would be the temperature dependency, because a contact lens is on the eye versus the spectacle lens on the face. So there were so many challenges, plus all of the substrate things that were just mentioned. So it had to be completely reimagined, completely re-engineered to be able to make this possible. And I think that R&D teams really deserve a lot of credit and recognition for what they were able to achieve.
So 10 years doesn't sound so long after
Yeah.
they did all that.
Yeah. So the second challenge was, it's a contact lens, right? And that lens is in contact with your cornea, it's in your eye. It darkens outdoor, it fades back indoor. So we had to take into account the fact that the cosmetic acceptance cannot be, jeopardized. So we actually, during the 10 years, developed or found the perfect concentration or the perfect balance of the photochromic dye for the lens to provide a visual benefit while managing the cosmetic acceptance.
Mhm.
And then the third one, of course, was how do we make this product? How do we scale it up? How do we really, enable commercial excellence? We had also to innovate in our manufacturing in J&J because this is a first of its kind contact lens. It came with a first of its kind photochromic molecule customized for a synopticon A material. It came with an optimal concentration, a perfect concentration to manage the cosmetic acceptance while improving vision. And it also came with a completely novel breakthrough manufacturing way of making the lens.
I think one thing we can agree on is that it wasn't easy,
It's like a piece of cake. What do you?
but we have the best of the best at Johnson & Johnson Vision and at Transitions Optical who are able to make this happen.
Wonderful. Very cool. Very cool. One of the things I had heard in some of the presentations yesterday and today is certainly the lens isn't supposed to be a replacement for sunwear any more than transitions in a spectacle lens is intended to be a replacement for sunwear. But they can bring comfort to wearers in certain lighting conditions. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Correct. So the lenses are not a replacement for sunglasses. And there's a reason for that because it's really more all about UV blocking. While those lenses are class 1 UV blocking, they block UV really like in the eye. They still have the skin and the lid, and that's why we would never message that those lenses will be a replacement for sunglasses. However, we all know that the bothersome light is not just the bright light. So bothersome light is everywhere. So now I'm sitting in a room and I'm looking at a lamp there with bothersome light. So it doesn't need to be intense to bother me. And it's really more about the moment in between. It's being able to wear the contact lens and just forget a little bit about your vision because the lens is taking care of your vision no matter where you are, indoor, outdoor, and no matter what the lighting conditions are.
And I think it's really key what Zohra just said, that it's not about clear, it's not about dark, it's all about everything in between. And clear is important, dark is important, but that spectrum in between and the benefit that everyone has and being able to bring that benefit for light management to more people now through contact lenses is really critical.
And there's a benefit for at nighttime as well, isn't there?
Correct. So think about, so the lens is always on. And that's really the magic of the technology is even in a complete, clear state, the lens is already working. And so the lens actually blocks up to 15% in the blue, the high energy visible and the visible light when it's non-activated. And then outdoor, when it's activated by UV and high energy visible, it blocks up to 70%. So the indoor or the driving at night is mainly driven by the fact that the lens is always on, it's already doing something.
Wonderful. I've heard a lot of questions from ECPs today and yesterday, so I thought, and this is like very specific questions that ECPs want to know, so I thought I'd just sort of rapid fire ask you some of these questions. You can give us some real quick answers. How clear are they unactivated, and how dark do they get when activated?
They are very clear. They are as clear as a typical non-photochromic contact lens indoor. And they activate outdoor immediately when they are exposed to UV and high energy visible. And we know that we have actually managed the darkening of the lens to provide a visual benefit while managing the cosmetic look on the contact lens. So it darkens immediately. And indoor, it's as clear as a typical contact lens.
Beautiful, beautiful. When it activates, what color? Brown, gray? What color is it? Gray. Okay, great. And you touched on this. You said that they're really not going, because I know some people, especially those with lighter colored eyes, such as like blue eyes, it's not going to adversely affect the way that they look when they're in the darkened state, even though they're gray lenses and I have a lighter colored eye.
You're beautiful blue eyes, by the way. But yes, I mean, they were specifically designed to balance the benefit of the light management benefit while not compromising anything on aesthetics.
So
Yeah.
we looked during the product development at the light iris and how different iris color responds to the color of the lenses, and what we know is, of course, if it darkens a lot, it's on your eyes. So we had to spend a lot of time reiterating and making a lot of prototype, doing a lot of clinical study to make sure that we can find, I call it the perfect balance, because it was the perfect
Yes.
balance. And it's really how much I can put in that contact lens for that contact lens to provide you a visual benefit, and for the cosmetic acceptance to be completely under control.
Wonderful, wonderful. What's the modality? Is it a monthly or
It's reusable, 2 weeks.
reusable 2 weeks? Great. And does it work when people wear sunglasses?
So there is very minimum activation of the contact lenses behind the sunglasses. The sunglasses are UV blocking. As I said, this lens the photochromic activate with UV and high energy visible. There will be some actually a peripheral, I would say, activation, but the activation is very, very minimal. So there is no actually contradiction with contraindication with the sunglasses.
So you can still, please wear your
You
sunglasses.
still, please wear
Please wear your
sunglasses. Those are not
sunglasses.
replacement for sunglasses.
Right.
And you will experience, a visual benefit. Your vision is not going to be compromised if you wear both.
Right. A target patient for ECPs? Is there a certain demographic of patient that would benefit from this lens more than others, or?
So I believe, and please chime in, Catherine, I believe that actually we are all bothered by light. Really think about it. But there are actually some people who are more bothered by light than others. So it is this product to me is a mass market product. Everybody's going to benefit from it. But the people who struggle for bothers of light, they are going to be even actually delighted by the performance of the contact lens.
And I would just chime in by saying, we believe this at Transitions Optical wholeheartedly about light sensitivity and bothersome light, the ability for people to benefit from a light management product. Obviously, partly why we've partnered with Johnson & Johnson Vision. But when we think about the idea of how eye care professionals can have an easier conversation with their patients, I truly believe Acuvue OASYS with Transitions can help eye care professionals have an easier potential conversation with their patients about light, because they can have a more holistic conversation, whether you're a contact lens patient, whether you're an eyeglass patient, or whether you're both, which is often commonly true. So I think it's really a great opportunity to have that conversation.
Yeah.
And then the last piece of big news that everybody's wanting to know is when can they get it? When's it going to be available?
April 1st
April 1st.
in the US and Canada, and then the rest of the world after that. Very excited.
And
Coming soon.
Nationally, April 1st. Wonderful, wonderful. I guess that's it. Is there anything else that we wanted to talk about? I think we covered most of it.
So I would just say it's been a fantastic journey, fantastic collaboration, and it's going to be a fantastic product.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
joining us.
And thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for watching. Bye now.
I do